Hi Teachers Tribe, welcome to the Teachers Launch podcast. We have missed you. It's been a whole month. It's been my birthday month, so we've been taking a break, but we are back with a bang. It's Jazzy July, as you can see, and very soon I'll be introducing our guest so that you see how our guest is dressed as we welcome him to the podcast. It's a he, and he's going to introduce himself now. So drum rolls for our guest.
My name is Benedict Muthusi Katumo. I'm a teacher of English and literature. I have been teaching for the last 9 years. It's been quite a journey. And yes, I'm excited to be here.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to start with our check-in. And because Katumo is the king of check-ins, he will tell us what our check-in will be today, right?
Okay. All right. So we're going to do 2 truths, 1 lie.
Okay, 2 truths and a lie.
So you're going to give 2 truths and a lie. And then I'm going to try and guess which one among the 3
Is the lie.
is the lie.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, so I'm starting.
Yes, please do.
Okay. One, I feel like you know me so I need to look for something that
Exactly.
you don't know. 1, I love cats. 2, I love dogs. And 3, I really love sleeping.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wait, say that again. You love cats,
Yes.
you love
Dogs, and I
you
love
like
sleeping.
Which one is a lie?
Yeah.
I think the lie is that you love sleeping.
How did you know?
You
I
look
paused.
at you look no, not really. You look like someone who loves, you love teaching, you love kids, you love minions. So dogs, with how cute they are, and cats with how cute they are. So I think,
Okay.
you don't like sleeping.
Okay, yeah, that's the lie.
Yeah.
All right, your
My
turn.
side. I'm left-handed. I'm a firstborn, and I love reading. Which
Wow.
one is a lie?
Wow. You're left-handed.
You think that's the lie?
Yeah.
You're
Just
wrong.
Tell me no.
You're wrong. I am left-handed.
You are.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, let me try again. No, because you have to love reading. Is it reading?
I hate reading.
Teacher of English.
I know, right? I don't like reading.
Really?
I struggle with it.
Oh.
And so I have to read because I have to.
Yeah. Oh.
The situation demand that I do.
Yeah.
I think mostly because I'm very reflective, so it takes me time to be done with a page.
Yeah. Oh, because you overanalyze.
I overanalyze.
Okay.
So I don't move fast. Yeah.
Oh,
so it becomes a whole
interesting.
struggle.
You look like a reader. Okay, interesting. Yeah.
I see you have so many books.
I do, yeah. So I won't be scared that you'll borrow books. We always have that fear of like people borrowing books and not returning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right into the introduction. Now we already know you're left-handed.
Yeah.
So now you will tell us about yourself. Go into details about how you ended up teaching. So we can start from maybe like after campus, how you figured out or ended up in teaching.
Okay. I don't know how how I ended up here. Is this something that I really wanted to do? Not really.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember in high school, my teachers would say, I remember my Swahili teacher would say, you will become a teacher. I hated to hear that. I didn't like hearing that. I think mostly because of how, the idea that people have, especially students, the way they think about teachers. So you don't want to become that. So I didn't really enjoy hearing that from Mr. Kilanga, his name. But I think there's something that he was seeing in me that shouted a teacher.
Okay.
But now, after high school, and then you know how you go through the process of selecting courses in the university, and your grades are not really working, so that you go for what you really
actually
want,
which is
being a pilot is what I wanted. I wanted to become a pilot. Yeah, and I fancied planes and how well dressed pilots are. Yeah. So so that's how my grades, took me to where I am now. But I think there was also choice that came in, because I remember around that time when we were selecting the courses, after I was selected to go to this university, we went. I reported, did the whole process of, registration and all that. And then I had the option of changing the course. There were several options. I remember my parents asking me, "Do you want to change?" And I was like, "No." I felt settled now, especially when I knew that it was English that I was going to focus on. I felt settled. So looking back, that was the moment for me, the moment of choice. So that becomes then, this is something that I want. And for the 9 years that I've been doing it, it's been exciting. It's really exciting. Sometimes I ask myself, what else would I be doing if not teaching? But I think also having conversations and the ability to speak and engage people in conversations, that is very exciting. And I think it's a wide, you can do so many things in that area. So it's been quite a journey. It's been exciting. It's been filled with learning moments. You have to evolve as a teacher, and sometimes you're forced to evolve, especially with the kind of learners that you get to interact with. You're forced to evolve, otherwise then you will not reach them and they will not get you.
Sure. So there'll be a gap, which is not helping anyone.
Exactly.
All right, that's Katumo for you. So English Lit is the course you
English
studied
literature.
for.
Yes.
All right. So now we dive into the questions. The first question, what's the biggest misconception people have about being a high school teacher? Did he mention he's a high school teacher? You didn't mention that.
I have I teach high school students.
Give us a bit of like a background, your teaching background.
Okay, do I mention the schools?
No, don't mention the schools.
All right. So I have taught this high school for about 3 years and 4 months.
That's the current?
Not the current. The first one I ever taught.
Okay.
Of course, that is after my teaching practice.
So this is not where you did your teaching practice?
No.
Okay.
So after graduation, me starting sort of officially being a teacher. So taught for 3 years, 4 months. And of course, that was my starting place, and I think there was a lot of learning, dealing with, it was a boys' school. Learning how to deal with boys. And so going through that those years, I felt now confident to try other places, and now to where I am right now. And I've been teaching there for 5 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
The environment must be really good.
Really? Okay. I don't know about that.
I mean, 5 years is a lot.
It is a lot. I think for me it's the level of challenge.
Okay.
I mean it's and that excites me. It's where whenever you're being challenged, and I think that for me that's what I was looking for.
Okay.
So
you're not, the question was the biggest misconception people have about being a high school teacher.
So I think people think that all we do is teach, go home. Teach, go home. But you're more than just a teacher. Spewing content in a class and leaving. You're more than that. Let's just begin with the fact that you are an event planner. That you organize for school events, major school events, whether that is within the school or outside the school. So you are an event planner. Number 2, you're a mentor. They look at you and they see inspiration, or they could see the opposite of that. So you are more than just a teacher. You are, number 2, a mentor. Number 3, you are a parent figure.
Yes.
You're a parent figure. Because when their fathers lack at home,
you are standing in the gap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or of course, if you are a female, if their mothers are lacking at home, then you become that. Yeah. So, and then I think also you are also a friend. Yeah. 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 I know someone who doesn't like, painting a teacher as a friend. Yeah. But yeah, this is what I've come to notice, that we spend a lot of time at work. So I only have friends, and those friends are my students. Yes.
That's the least you could actually do, because a large percentage of your time is in school. All right.
So, that's the
biggest misconception, that a teacher is just, the teacher's work is to just teach and go home. Okay. What's one aspect of high school life today that's very different from when you were in high school? I'm sure there's so much.
There's so much, but I think I'll go with technology. Technology. My goodness. I won't be surprised, and of course this has happened elsewhere, and maybe not in Kenya, but as I begin to see it now with many international schools and all that. Kids carrying phones to school, right? I'm sure that is happening somewhere in the country. But during our time, having a phone in school was a crime.
Yes, even having a phone, like early.
Exactly. Right? So, and I think, times have changed in that now technology is everything. Even the teachers need technology to be able to deliver lessons.
Yes, for sure.
During our times, when I look back at how my teachers were teaching, they would just come to a class with you just need a board, a blackboard, and a chalk,
probably a textbook,
and that's it. These days, if it's a biology class, for example, you have to display the working of a cell in form of diagrams or even YouTube videos. So I feel like that area has really, really changed. Considering also, I'm thinking about the former place I was teaching, and that's like how many years? Like 9 years ago, or should I 7, 8 years ago? Teachers were struggling with integrating tech into learning. Now moving from there, coming to where I am currently, that's very normal, and I can imagine how much I've had to change. So I feel like that's something that was very, very different. I agree with you. I feel like the struggle now is actually to stay off tech, because I remember there's a time we had this whole conversation of there's so much of screen time the kids are being exposed to, so how about we try and teach off tech. So that was really a struggle, because technology is the new core. So I totally agree. I feel it's a whole struggle, even for us adults. It's a whole struggle. Staying away from tech. It's quite something. So it has its own advantages. But it also has its own
disadvantages. For sure. Everything has to be controlled. All right.